We're all faced with the same story wherever we are in the world. The impact of climate change has meant increased storms, heavier rainfall, more frequent river floods, and rising sea levels. Together with inappropriate development decisions, this means that the risk of flooding is greater today than ever before. The damage has been tremendous at both private and state levels. Historically, there has been no effective solution to reduce the impact. When flooding strikes, people are rescued and saved, whereas houses and properties are left flooded. What can we do? We dare to state that we can significantly reduce the negative impacts of flooding, because we can offer the 21st century answer to the humble sandbag. And we already have 10 years of successfully combating floods behind us. The implementation of freestanding temporary barriers is now widespread, and every day engineers, consultants and emergency planners gain experience from this practical and effective barrier system. Properties stay dry, businesses are saved, and people's lives can go on as normal. From years of experience of using this barrier in Europe, we feel confident enough to claim that it is possible to solve the problem. With new advanced technology for predicting floods, with coordinated efforts to organize, fund and store barriers across the country, the possibility to reduce the costs of damage, to end flood misery and to really improve flood protection has never been greater. The technique is here for everyone to use it. Geodesign barriers have a simple and robust design, consisting of a strong supporting frame structure made of galvanized steel. There are 3 different panels to choose from: pallets, boards, or the most durable, aluminium sheets. The horizontal connection rods form a steel skeleton, creating an incredibly stable construction. A strong plastic membrane seals everything off. On the outer edge of the membrane, we place a chain as an initial load before the water gets onto it. The pressure from the water anchors the supports to the ground due to the inclination of the system and the collars underneath the bottom beam. Geodesign barriers are available for dam heights of 0.65 meters, 1.25 meters, 1.5 meters, 1.8 meters and 2.4 meters. In May 2003, the barrier system was quality approved and awarded the UK Kite Mark by the British Standards Institute, BSI. Here is an example of a real flood barrier operation using geodesign barriers. Due to heavy rainfalls in the Welsh mountains, the River Severn by Ironbridge rose quickly and flood alerts were sent out, followed by a quick response from all involved. The setup was a joint effort from environmental agency staff, local council contractors and the regional water company. A training event held a few months earlier prepared everyone for the coordination needed to get this job done. The barrier, in this case with a dam height of 1.25 meters and 1.8 meters, was erected on the tarmac, which enables the perfect friction for the supports. All assembling was done with no tools, just manual handling, and the barrier rose faster than the water. A common reaction amongst engineers around the country was that it took much less time to erect the barrier than they had imagined. The assembly started at 6:30 in the morning and was completed by 11 o'clock, 4.5 hours later. The World Heritage Site of Ironbridge had been saved from their annual flood for the first time in history. In the local newspaper one could read, "The rule book has been changed forever. The old consensus that nothing can be done has been replaced by a knowledge that something can be done." The barriers were a great success. Geodesign barriers can easily be assembled in water, which means you can still erect the barrier even if flooding has started to occur. We have numerous examples of the deployment of barriers in the water for cofferdam constructions and river damming. It takes slightly longer to set up, but once in place, we rely upon the same physical principle to withstand the pressure. Our wide experience of using the barrier has resulted in new solutions for uneven ground. Connections to walls, corner constructions, and effective transport, handling and storage. We also provide an emergency flood barrier container, ready to be deployed anytime and anywhere, or close to a dedicated site for a fast response. A full day's training for key staff is a good way of understanding the flexibility of the system and maintaining best practice when using Geodesign barriers. It contains 300 meters of the 1.25 steel barrier, 4 corners and 2 petrol flood pumps, each with a capacity of 3,000 liters per minute. You have the vision and we have the tools for it. More than 24 kilometers of Geodesign freestanding temporary barriers are doing their job around the world again and again, whenever they are deemed necessary. We would like to think that our examples show only the beginning of successfully combating numerous floods to come. Flood brigades will be set up and effectively fight the unpredictable weather changes we are facing. So, take advantage of our experience and establish your flood protection solution now. We know that people will gain from flood protection technology with an internationally proven record based upon sound engineering principles.